Hello everyone and welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to Upstate New York Living. So I'm doing a couple of changes to my upgrades or my modifications to my kayak. I know it looks like a mess right now. I don't know if you guys saw my most recent video, my water test, but there's a couple things I want to change based off of that. So I'll just tell you what they are real quick. So I had my transducer mounted inside the hole in there with duct seal. And instead of doing that, I'm going to mount, I bought this Scotty Transducer Mount right here. Got it from Dick's Sporting Goods for 40 bucks. So what I'm gonna do is mount it, I'm thinking right here, so that way it's easily accessible. It's right next to my fish finder, because I have another thing I want to do up here. So essentially I'm going to take the track for it and I'm going to put it about right there. I just need to make sure it's far enough back so that way when my rod holder is here, it isn't, when my rod's sticking through, it's not hitting it. But I don't really have many options to put it because I'm gonna do something different right here. So yeah, and the reason why this looks that way, I'm putting rivets back in it because I took this out thinking that I could just swap this out and then I'd be able to mount my Scotty rod holder mount on top of my fish finder because it looks like, or my transducer mount, because it looks like this, but it's a lot bigger than this. Apparently this is only for like universal fish finder mounts if you want to mount your fish finder on top of the transducer mount. So yeah, so I don't know if you remember my last video, my water test. I had this box, $10 at Walmart, waterproof. I showed it how it worked. I'm using this for my phone because come to find out I don't need it to change lures or anything. I used to have it mounted, or I had it mounted right here, but this is kind of a rigid surface. It's not real flat, so the Velcro didn't really stick to it too well, even though it's heavy duty Velcro. So I'm gonna take this and use the Velcro right here and basically mount it right here. So that way I can put my phone and stuff in it and it's easily accessible. And it's not in the way of my rod holder because that's gonna be up here. So I'm gonna have these three things over here. My battery, as I talked about in my video of my water test, is right there. So the center of my hole is right here, this line. So I have it just to the left, and I have it down with some heavy duty Gorilla silicone, or sorry, Gorilla Velcro. I have it with some heavy duty Velcro, and I used Gorilla brand silicone on the bottom of the Velcro to make it stick to the hole because the temperature changes, the sticky wore off. So, but it's supposed to hold 50 pounds and it seems to be doing pretty well. I mean, I'm moving it right now and it's moving my whole kayak. So yeah, and then I think I'm gonna run my transducer wire from inside. So it'll go from the transducer through the hole right here, down, and I'll pop it back out into my fish finder. Yeah, so stay tuned and I'll show you some more things along the way. So I ran into a little bit of an issue. So where the transducer mounts to the actual holder, my transducer is wider and I don't have like any washers, so I just kind of jerry-rigged it and put a couple of bigger nuts than what's required for this, just to provide spacers basically, and then it's got its own lock nut, so it's on there pretty good. I don't have it tightened down too tight because I want to wait and get it adjusted, but you can see it's on there pretty good. And then this will I'll end up attaching this on there and can lower it down in the water and whenever I'm not using it, I plan on having it just probably tucked like this up out of the way or something. Or you can loosen this off the track, spin it, and lay it flat along the kayak if you want. So it's pretty handy. And I don't know if you can tell, but here. So I'll go ahead and take this off. Pull this off the track. So yeah, put the track right here. It's just 8 screws that come with it. It's Scotty brand, so everything's pretty much the same. And you can kind of see I use some of the clear Gorilla silicone under the bottom right here. So, and I don't know if I showed you guys, but basically, let's see where it's at. I got a whole mess right here, so I apologize. But this is the clear silicone, Gorilla brand. As you can see, I've been using a lot of it, so it works pretty good. It's expensive. And then I also have the regular kind for the stuff I'm not worried about the color. So like the bottom of the Velcro, things like that. I know it's a little bit overkill, but I like to make sure things are secure and aren't going anywhere. I don't know if I talked about it earlier, but one other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the piece of Velcro to the side of my fish grippers because it came off there. So, yep. So as you can see, I drilled a hole right here. This is going to be where I route my cable from the mount for the transducer through into the hole up through to my fish finder. And for my fish finder, I had this included with it. So it was a 5/8 inch. And once again, it's the Garmin Striker 4 fish finder. So this basically will just sit right there. And as you can see, it sits flush. And then my cable will come out of here, go to the mount, down in the water. So that way it's all nice and neat. And I'm gonna put some of that clear silicone around this so that way it doesn't get water in there. All right guys, so I got my transducer mount mounted, which the transducer is on. I got it pretty much flat, but I won't really know until I get in the water. But I have it really snug here, but I can still move it very slightly, so that way I can adjust it if I need to once I get in the water. Obviously I don't have it down right now because, so like, see what I mean? Obviously, because it's sitting on my floor. And as you can tell, I put the cable guide right there, and you can see the clear silicone I put around it. Once it dries, you won't even be able to tell it's there really. And the cable, there's just enough room where if I need more cable, I can pull it out, or I can shove it back in there. But as you can see, it's really snug in there, but it's just, I have it almost butted right up against it. I just wanted to keep it all nice and neat. So yeah, so my cable runs out the back of my fish finder, down in, comes up right here, transducer. And then that will sit in the water, so I don't have the, I don't know if you remember seeing the orangish red up at the top, and then the blue where the water was in the fish and all that, and then the bottom, because it was originally mounted inside the hole, so it was going through the hole, so it looked like ground on top and bottom. So now it should just be blue, and then turn that color for the ground, or the bottom. Yep, so now I'm gonna move on to mounting Velcro and putting my foam box right there. All right guys, I think I got most of it. Oh yeah, I still gotta do my fish grippers. But I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just gonna put a little bit of Gorilla silicone on the back, glue it to it, so that way they hold pretty good right there. Yeah, so like I said, got my fish finder transducer all set up, and also I just Velcroed my case down, and look, this thing is like, see, look, check this out, hold on. Like, that's some strong Velcro. My whole kayak is moving. But I'm not pulling it off just yet. I want to give it time because I put some Gorilla silicone below the bottom pieces that stick to the kayak. So I'm going to give it some time to dry before I peel it off. But it's on there good, and then I can just reach up, open it, put my phone in there. As you can see, it's solid. And if for some reason this does fall off, it's waterproof, it floats. But just to be on the safe side, I realized my Scotty mount has this little lip right here, so I could just clip right to it. Didn't have to drill another pad eye. And this lanyard is long enough where if I need to pull the box off, pull it over to me, then yeah, I can. So the only thing I got left, which like I said, is the fish grippers, but also I wanted to show you guys. So my battery right here, I'm just gonna disconnect it because I need to charge it. So yep. And it should just come right off. Hopefully the Velcro doesn't come off with it. Yeah, so check it out. See, Velcro just came right off, and you can see I glued the crap out of that. And yeah, it's on there. It ain't coming off. So yeah, there's my 12-volt battery. It just popped right off. So I'm gonna charge this, and then I look forward to so Sunday I'm gonna take it out and actually try out some trout fishing on the lake. And yeah, so just stay tuned and we'll see how it goes. And I know it looks like a mess right now, but that's because I got everything everywhere. So you can see I got all my crap because I just didn't really know what I was doing. This is my first time doing this, so. But it all turns out pretty good. So, yep, stay tuned, and I'll post a new video here soon, seeing how it works. Talk to you guys later.